about one update on what's going on with you, and I got 3 points I want to share with you. But let me get right into what just happened last few days here. We were at Montana. This has become an annual tradition for us. We stayed at the most expensive property you can rent in all of Whitefish, Montana. $21 million to build the property. It was ourselves, Vargas, the Zapalas, Valencia. Great time, friends. We had a full-time chef cooking for us breakfast, dinner. We'd go out, have a great time. People went skiing, snowboarding, all this stuff. The whole trip alone was $200,000. The jet right now we rented, this is about $100,000 to charter this jet to come up, $108,000. Why am I sharing this with you? It's amazing the power of having a dream and being willing to work for that dream to become a reality. Let me explain to you what I mean by this. I wrote something down here because I'm talking to a lot of you, and I hear a lot of people saying things like, well, I got the cold, so I didn't get a chance to read the messages in the group me. I got the flu. Somebody got COVID. I think we got COVID. I think we got this going on. I think we got that going on. And gets me a couple different things to be thinking about. Obviously, one is we all got to be prepared. We all got to be having preventative measures. But you also have to keep a couple things in mind. You wrote this down here. Big vision equals unexpected obstacles. It's a given. Big goals equals unexpected enemies. It's a given. Big dreams, unexpected setbacks. It's a given. Let me say this to you one more time. Big vision equals unexpected obstacles. Big goals equals unexpected enemies. Big dreams equals unexpected setbacks. Have you had any unexpected obstacles lately? Have you had any unexpected enemies lately? Have you had any unexpected setbacks lately? Why do you think? Is it because maybe you've casted a big vision of the life you want to have? And then this happened? Are you surprised it happened? You know, it's crazy. Years ago, I'm at an event. Matt is talking to me. He's asking me questions. We're having, we're at the jacuzzi. We're having cigars. We're having a conversation together and going back and forth. And it's snowing. It's 2 degrees, cold. And he says, when did you know that this thing was going to become a reality for you? I said, you got to realize, first year of me being in the industry in 2002, I still don't believe insurance works. I don't believe this business works. I don't believe I can do this business. Me, I didn't think I could do this business. But I had big dreams, big goals, big vision on what I wanted my life to be like one day. I wanted to make this guy proud. I wanted to be David Lassens to be known as a household last name. But I was afraid. And I was thinking this thing was going to be easy just because I had big dreams. So one day I pulled this man aside. We're at this event. And I pull him aside. I said, listen, I don't know if this thing works. I don't want to work hard and all of a sudden this doesn't work for me. You have to tell me 100% this thing works and it's worth it. We're in the corner. It's a legendary conversation that everybody would always talk about because I cornered this man and we spoke for 45 minutes. I wouldn't let anybody get a question in. And at this point of the game, I'm only an associate. I'm at 40% contract, 35% contract. He said, let me put it to you this way. It works. It's worth it, but it's going to be harder than you think. That last thought always stuck with me. It works, it's worth it, but it's going to be harder than you think. Big vision equals unexpected obstacles. Big goals equals unexpected enemies. Big dreams equals unexpected setbacks. You know, this quote I just read you right now is what's kept me in this business. Every time something unexpected happened to me, I said, it's supposed to happen. I asked one of our leaders, hey, so I sent a message in the MD group me. What'd you think about it? I didn't get a chance to read it because I was sick. Really? You think I have that luxury to not read a message? You think that's not part of the strategy? You don't think that's what's going to happen if you claim you have a big vision? I'm hanging out with Zapalas and Vargas is just watching their habits. And I'm not surprised they're kicking everyone's butt in the company. I'm not, because if you size up everybody, this is kind of how I size up everybody. I'll size up Sheena and Matt against Rodolfo and Ceci. Okay? And I'll say, okay, Sheena goes up against Ceci, Rodolfo goes up against Matt. That's a great matchup. Make sense? So then I said, okay, let's do Rodolfo and Ceci versus Jose Marlene. Rodolfo will beat Jose. Will Marlene beat Ceci? Will Jose beat Rodolfo? And then you sit there and say, are Vargas is more disciplined than Jose and Marlene? I don't know. I sit there and I look at Ricky and Eric and I look at Chris and Messina. And I'll say, Ricky against Chris, who wins? Vecina against Erica, who wins? I'll sit down and look at some of the rookies coming up. I'll look at Sikas. I'll look at some of the other couples, the Solisas that are coming up, the Emanuel and Susana, and I'll sit there and size them up. Then I look at like a Pelayo saying, well, Pelayo use that as an excuse to say, well, I'm single. You know, I'm not. He's married, but his wife's not in the game. It's him. He just got married. Well, so I have to do twice the amount of work. That's what I did. I was single the entire time of my career. I've always been single, and I still made it work, and I beat other couples. How is he feeding himself? What's he telling himself? I size all of you guys up, but I know what Vargas and Sapalas have over you. They have a big vision, but they understand there's unexpected obstacles. They have big goals, but they understand there's unexpected enemies. They have big dreams, but they understand there's unexpected big setbacks. They understand those things. So 3 points I got for you before I do all these promotions, and I announced to you a couple different things. First one, I'm going to keep talking about this, and I want all of you guys to be thinking about this. Every one of you that's watching this right now, when I was at the Million Point Bishop retreat, I was at Gaetan's, TJ's Million Point Bishop retreat, and I went to Sapala and Vargas Million Point Bishop retreat, which had Unity, Pelayo, Del Valles, Kehindi, everybody else that was there as well. And I watched the energy between the two. And I asked myself, what's the reputation of TGA today? What's the reputation of Conquistadors today? What's the reputation of Alejandro today? I mean, the other day Marcelo called him out. And Marcelo said the Vargases are the real brothers now. It's no longer the Aguilars. We know Ricky works. We know Rodolfo works. We know Marcelo ran a Million Point Big Shop, but Alejandro's not in a big shop game anymore. So Marcelo's trying to say, we the Vargases are now officially the best brother builders in the company. That's what they're saying. Now the Del Toros are obviously dominating because it's Marlene, Hector, and Erica. That's the brothers. Marcelo's calling them out. So I said, what's the reputation of MSM today? What's the reputation of Sapala? What's the reputation of Vargas? What's your reputation? You watching this. You're an MD in your office. What's your reputation? You're a director in the base shop. What does everybody else think about you? In your family, your parents, your siblings, what's your reputation amongst them? Your friends in high school, college, military, sports, whatever you did. What's your reputation? All of you have a reputation. And by the way, people don't like this. People are like, well, you know, reputation is what others think of you. Character is what, you know, you think of yourself. It's the truth. Really? I can think of myself highly, that I'm so special. But if my credit score is 480, ain't nobody lending me money. No one gives a crap what I think of myself. My credit score sucks. Today, people are lending me $50, $100 million if I want to go take money. They're giving it to me for free. 20 years ago, they wouldn't lend me a bazooka. They wouldn't lend me enough money to finance a freaking piece of gum. That's how broke I was. That was my reputation. What's your reputation? My dad used to always say, you know, Patrick's like Johnny. Johnny was my uncle. I always feared being like Johnny because, you know, he would say Johnny's a 70% guy. He was a physicist. He was the smartest guy. He's taught all this stuff. He would always read books, but there was one thing about Johnny. He would always finish 70% of his project. He would never go to the very end. I never liked that reputation. I was 25, 26 years old, and I said this to TGA, and I said this to MSM and to WTP, because TGA has a reputation right now. It's no longer feared. MSM's got a reputation right now. WTP's got a reputation right now. TCO's got a reputation right now. SOS has got a reputation right now. Conquistador's got a reputation right now. Nobility's got a reputation right now. Cornerstone's got a reputation of being a soft organization. Where Seekers ran a Million Point Bishop before Gaines and Diane and Kelroy. Everybody's got a reputation right now. All of you have a reputation right now. And you're going into 2022. What is that reputation? Is that reputation big vision? Oh man, I got a cold. I'm not checking messages. Unexpected obstacles. Well, after these unexpected obstacles, I'm going to go wide. Oh, I got big goals. We're going to kill it in 2022 and become VPs and councils. But man, I have unexpected enemies. Somebody is really giving me a hard time. And it's probably nobody else has ever experienced this before. It's probably just me. I have big dreams, Patrick. I also want to have a tradition and going up there and traveling in private jets because, you know, I don't want to have to deal with the masks, and I don't want to have to deal with my kids playing on the floor and all this other stuff without anybody. I want that dream as well. Really? Can you really handle the unexpected setbacks that you're going to have, like a cold or a flu or whatever else? Can you? Or that's your alibi. That's your out. That's your escape. That's your reputation. If you want 2022 to be a special year, and I don't want to give you heavyweight, I'm giving you a heavyweight message right now. Heavy message right now, being on the flight here, because I was thinking about this all day. Because we're back from Christmas. Christmas is over. Best Christmas I've ever had. But it's over. Coming back. If you don't change your reputation, 2022, if you don't change you, your reputation is going to be the same. You know what people say behind your back? You wouldn't like it if you heard it. Many of you wouldn't like it, and you know what they say. I knew what they said. Ain't nobody need to tell me what people said behind my back. I knew it. Pat's a dreamer. All he talks about is the big dreams, but he doesn't work. He just wants to go to the clubs. I knew it. Big vision, unexpected obstacles. Big goals, unexpected enemies. Big dreams, unexpected setbacks. Are you okay with that? Do you still want your vision, your dreams, your goals to become a reality, even though you know there's going to be unexpected obstacles, setbacks, and enemies? Or you just want to win without having any obstacles, enemies, or setbacks? That's what you want, this whole thing to be easy for you. Remember what that man told me? He said, this works. Your dreams can become a reality, but it's harder than you think. Are you willing to accept that? We're sitting here today. Tom sends me a message. Tom knows what I want to buy. I want to buy a Boeing. I've been talking, Marty, how many times have you ever heard me talking about buying a big Boeing jet?
All of them.
What's my timeline?
Timeline for the jet?
Yep.
5 years.
5 years. I want it to be a Boeing 737, 747 with bedrooms, conference room, TV rooms, bed in the back if you want to sleep. And I want to fly in a Boeing jet, take my family all over the world. And a Boeing jet is $10,000 an hour, and it's tens of millions of dollars to buy. But I want that. You know why? Not to show it off. The only reason I want that is because I like this. I like this privacy, but I want more privacy. I'd like Jen to take the kids in the back and just sleep with Brooklyn if she wanted to. I like one of the guys that's not feeling well right now, wants to go lay down, go take a shower. It's in the back. You want to have a separate meeting, go over there and have a separate meeting. I want that. These are my dreams. I think about them. I say them. You hold me accountable. I got to go work my ass off, even though I know there's going to be unexpected enemies, obstacles, and setbacks. I'm not going to use that as an alibi, are you? So remember your reputation. TGA, you have a reputation today. No one fears you. Everybody knows you don't check the messages in the group for 24 to 48 hours. You're the last team to check the messages. MSM's got a reputation. They want to beat all of you. They got 9 VPs today. WTP's got a reputation. Wait till you see who's promoting the most people here today. WTP ain't afraid of MSM. Okay, I sent a message the other day to Hearts Gaines Kelroy to see who's going to be in the top super base. I said, I'm only recognizing top 10. One of them's not going to be in the top 10. One of them is. And Heart's like, you better believe Don and Kelroy and Gaines are going to be out. I don't know what's going to happen. I sent a message to Delvine and Mason. I said, you guys are fighting to be in the top 10 net VP. Delvine's ahead of Mason right now. Someone's going to be the king of, the king builder of Florida. John is a better producer. He's the best producer in Florida. Top 3 best producer in PHP, but he's not a king builder in Florida. Delvine's are much better builders than Masons are in Florida. Does that bother Mason? Does he want to change that reputation? That's his reputation today. SOS against, what do you call it, TCO? Is SOS going to compete with TCO? Is it just going to be enough making $600,000 your income? Do you want to make $1 million your income being FAB? Is Pelayo going to finish the $1 million point base shop and be part of FAB? Is he? I don't know. Pelayo's reputation is he's not. He's going to cruise and underestimate and overestimate, and he's going to run a 930 million point base shop, say I missed it, and be upset about it in January, but say we're going to come strong. That's the reputation. That is the reputation. Whether you like it or not, that's your reputation. Some of you guys' reputation is a reputation that we don't even want to call out because you're too sensitive to even call you out. That's your reputation. That's the last reputation you want to have, by the way. That's like the worst reputation because no one wants to challenge you because God forbid somebody does. Do you want to go to 2022 with that reputation? So my 3 points are, number 1 is your reputation. Number 2 is you got to change now. Number 3 is make a decision. When you make a decision, you know what the word decision means in Latin? Cut away from the old you. Cut away from the old you. I want to be a new PBD in 2022 because I got big plans. I just bought 2 massive buildings in South Florida. I didn't lease them. I bought them cash. You'll see them. I got big vision of what I want to do 2022. I'm putting more pressure on myself, and I'm having the time of my life today. I'm having the strangest phone calls, the strangest conversations, the strangest people coming to my house, sitting down, asking for advice. This 23-year-old kid that didn't think this worked is now a 43-year-old grown man, is getting calls from some of the most powerful people in the world for counsel and for collaborations. What happened? You ready? Big vision, unexpected obstacles. I knew it was given. Big goals, unexpected enemies. I was not surprised. Big dreams, unexpected setbacks. I knew it. I'm preparing you. Close out. 5.5 days left, including today. I'm shooting it today. You ain't going to get this till Monday, first thing in the morning. You know how many people are still watching it? If you're still watching it, give it a thumbs up. Comment below that you're still watching it. Send a message in the group saying I'm still watching it. I'm 15 minutes into it, minus all the other videos of me driving in the airport, all this stuff. If you're still watching it, you don't want to watch this once. I would watch this message 3, 4, 5. I'd have every single. I watch this at my BOM. Don't assume your guys watch this message. I'd send this to every one of my FAs, directors, associates, trainees. Watch this. Send me what you took away from it, especially if you're a VP. By the way, VPs, I know half of you are not even watching it, and I know half of you are not going to text it to anybody, and I know half of you are just going to push play, put it aside, not pay attention to it, do completely something else. You think there's a reason why people don't fear you? Reputation, change, decision. Having said that, let me recognize a few different people on what I got here. Number one, congratulations to Pimbers. They just got the